There are no bystanders in the war of life and death. No place the battle cannot reach. So fight it without remorse or relenting, for death will surely do the same. Hello everyone, this is your host Legend, and welcome back to my channel. In my last Let's Talk, I mentioned how campaigns are essential to building a foundation upon which the later parts of Tacticus operate and how they affect unit progression. I said that I would elaborate further on each campaign, and so that is what I am here to do. Let's not waste any more time, and let's talk campaigns. There are 8 campaigns in Tacticus, 4 main campaigns and 4 mirror campaigns, each split into 5 sections with 15 battles, unless we are talking about their elite variation, which has 5 sections with 8 battles. Most battles cost 6 energy to play, except for battles 1 through 29 of the Indomitus campaign, with battles 1 through 14 costing 3 energy, and battles 15 through 29 costing 5. All elite battles cost 10 energy to play. Each battle has a dedicated resource it can award you for beating it. On top of this, when clearing a battle for the first time, depending on how many medals you clear it with, you will be given the listed first time rewards. As it should be obvious, these rewards are only given out once, unlike the resource tied to the battle. After a battle is cleared with 3 medals, they can be raided, costing the player 1 raid ticket and the amount of energy required to play the battle. Raiding a battle will give you coins and a chance to earn resources as if you played the battle normally. Depending on ongoing events, you can also gain event currency. Normal battles can be played and raided 10 times every day, while elite battles can only be played and raided 6 times a day. Some battles are a little more caveated within the Indomitus campaign's first 30 levels, but generally this is the rule of thumb. The difference between a normal node and an elite node is the drop rates. Elite nodes have higher drop rates and a guaranteed resource drop for resources that have a rarity of rare or lower. Energy is a resource that scales with player level. Energy is used to play or raid campaign nodes. Energy can recharge for free, with you gaining 1 energy every 5 minutes. Additionally, energy can be bought with Blackstone, Tacticus's premium currency. When clearing a battle, you are given medals. Clearing a battle with no deaths will give you 3 medals, 1 death will give you 2, and 2 or more deaths will reward only 1 medal. In the event all deployed units die, you are defeated and gain no medals for the battle. Each part of a campaign can award 2 crates. These crates are given when the player has collected enough medals from each battle in a campaign. The first chest is given when most but not all medals are earned, and the second one is given upon fully clearing that part of the campaign with 3 medals on each node. The other main part to campaigns, other than giving you resources such as components, coins, and requisition scrolls, is to teach game mechanics such as traits, abilities, auxiliary units, and much more. Each campaign has a selection of auxiliary units you will face off against. These units tend to be simple and easy to understand, with a limited application where they are effective. Each campaign's auxiliaries will be shown off after the main showcase. Every section of a campaign has a boss battle at the end, seeing you face off against a faction character. These battles require more strategy and give a chance to learn what enemy characters are capable of, alongside giving you their character shards. Each campaign has 3 characters that must be unlocked and deployed in each battle unless that battle is already fully cleared with 3 medals. On top of this, campaigns also limit what additional units can be deployed, with some being more stingy than others. I will dive into that once we start discussing each individual campaign, which, speaking of, let's get right into that. Each of these sections will cover over the primary and mirror campaign associated with it, starting with the Indomitus campaign and its mirror. The Indomitus campaign is the tutorial campaign, and as such is much easier than the others. Note that this does not extend to its mirror variation. This campaign and its mirror feature the Ultramarines and Necrons as the main factions you control on the planet of ZDS-4. The Ultramarines and additional Imperial forces go up against Necrons in the primary campaign, and you control the Necrons against the Ultramarines in the mirror version. The required characters for the primary are Varo Tagoras, Sergeant Bellator, and Sergeant Sartas of the Ultramarines. The mirror requires Makotep, Imospec, and Aleph Null the Necrons. Each campaign has a character of the essential 3 who acts as the carry of the group. These characters are the ones with the best kit and are our top priority for leveling up. For these groups, the carries are Bellator and Aleph Null. Both are essential to keeping the team alive, with Bellator having potent and distracting summons alongside him having amazing survivability, while the mirrored side has Aleph Null, who can repair your team and summon helpful Scarab swarms. Both versions sum up to being tutorial campaigns though, that teach you the very basics of Tacticus, and they don't really have any gimmick to them. On screen I will show what auxiliary units and where and who they belong to. The Fall of Cadia follows the Black Legion in Astra Militarum during the 13th Black Crusade. On the primary side, we follow Hyrcan Worldclaimer, Archmados, and Angrax as they fight against Imperial forces. They can be followed by any Chaos-aligned faction. On the flip side, we follow Thaddeus Noble, Hut Skoden, and Sibyl Divine as they try to push back against the Black Legion, along with other Imperial forces. Archmados may not necessarily be the leader of the group we follow, but he is the carry of those forces, making planetfall with his powerful summons that can easily swarm the battlefield. Thaddeus carries our group of counterattackers, and part of him simply having the best kit of the three, with him raining down artillery upon the battlefield. These battles will teach you about traits such as battle fatigue, deep strike, and in my opinion shows off faction traits the best, with Fall of Cadia Mirror teaching all about the Let the Galaxy Burn faction trait, with the Fall of Cadia as a whole having a gimmick that seems to be all about battlefield awareness and working around what the enemy has, with both sides having punishing abilities and traits that will punish missteps and miscalculations. On the snow-covered world of Oruk, in the Octarius sector, a crumping has begun between the orcs of the Bad Moon clan and the Black Templars led by High Marshal Helbrecht. While Skullgorts leads his boys Giga Scripps and Snappereka into a glorious war alongside his fellow orcs. Brother Bricard, Brother Bonk Godswill, and Ancient Thored lead a holy crusade against the Greenskins, alongside other Imperial elements. In true Orky fashion, Boss Skullgorts leads and carries from the front, missing none of the action in the Great War to prove his leadership and his mighty kit, bringing his fellow orcs far. Brother Bricard brings a swarm of bolts forward, with him being the carry for his fellow Templars. The orcs really show how a faction can synergize together from not just traits, but also abilities that amplify each other, with the Black Templars doing the same, but just not to the same extent. Both sides, though, emphasize team play and bouncing off each other's strengths. And finally, here are all 13 of the auxiliary units you will face in the primary and mirror campaigns. These slides were hell to make, but I hope they're worth it. Finally, we join up with the Eldar, as they try to wrestle fate itself from the hands of the Thousand Sons and their sorcerers. Farseer Eldrion guides Athena's leadership and Calandus' rifle to stop the Thousand Sun invasion and plundering of their craft world Saim-Hann, backed up only by their Phoenix Lords. The Thousand Suns' Infernal Master Abraxas summons a swarm along with Yazgor and Toth, seeking to pluck information from the core of the Eldar craft world Saim-Hann, bringing any chaos reinforcement they so choose. Eldron carries the Eldar along, guiding them with his psychic might, while Abraxas and his summons prove most needed in guiding the Thousand Suns to victory. This campaign teaches synergy and battlefield awareness, with it being emphasized that clumping units together isn't always the best strategy. The Eldar seek to buff each other and improve their stats, while the Thousand Suns seek to work together to cause the biggest chain reaction possible. Each one of these campaigns do have a storyline that I have purposely left out so that you may enjoy them on their own time. I also wanted to leave out each boss fight and most of the battles, since part of the fun is learning and adapting to each battle as they come. Some levels teach the importance of high ground and unit positioning, while others teach about choke points, team placement, and much more. When you lose a battle, it is best to take a step back and examine what went wrong. Common things that you'll notice are your units are not appropriately leveled, poor positioning leading to your loss, you failed to properly plan and evaluate for the enemy's strengths, and much more. Adjusting your plan to better suit a level can often lead to victory without the need to massively level up units. If it seems impossible no matter what you do, take a break, level up your units, and try to tackle the battle from a different perspective. 9 times out of 10, this will lead to victory. If there are any parts I missed, feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. The next Let's Talk video, I'll be going over power score, abilities, and traits. Until next time, this is your host Legend, signing off.